Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Infinite Realms, and to say I am behind on painting miniatures would be a massive understatement, but I could not resist some of the new hero boxes for Song of Ice and Fire. They look fantastic, and they're going to paint well when I get to them. When am I going to get to them? Well, good question. First up, let's take a look at Barak. I never knew how to pronounce this guy's name. He's a skin changer, a cool looking character, definitely. Probably stick pretty close to the card art on this one, and of course, you know, he's an attachment with freefolk. Pretty decent powers there for that hidden traps and stalwart. Fun, you know, very good addition to the group. I like him. That mold is really awesome. I love that axe. That axe just looks so cool, and it just brings a lot to the figure. I mean, this is a really great one right off the bat. So I'm gonna go with 4.5 stars on that alone, both for game and for sculpt. I just think it's really nice. So along with me mispronouncing broke, you also have his Boar. Pretty interesting, pretty decent, pretty standard skin changer rules on this one. Does cost you 2 points, which is a bit weird, but I do also like the gore and feed ability, so it's kind of like a healing, so that's kind of fun. As for the figure, it's a good sized boar. I mean, the boar in the book was described to be something like the size of a bear, so I mean, this works, this fits. I do like him. I mean, it's a really good sculpt. Game piece looks like it's going to be fun to play. I kind of can't wait to get that one on the table. I'm going to run with 4.5 stars just on that. I mean, you know, most of the hero sets now we've got have given us a single cavalry unit with other figures. This time we get an animal, which is, you know, it's a little bit of a letdown, but it's okay at the same time. So next up is the Great Walrus, which only gets a passing mention in the book. I don't think he's ever really described or anything. So the card art's kind of weird. He makes him look like, well, a great walrus. Now, he can be either an attachment or a commander. He's the only commander in this box, which kind of surprised me. I skimmed through his cards. I didn't see anything really fantastic in his cards. I might play him as a commander just to see how well he does. I do like the fact if you use him as commander, the unit he is attached to becomes a frozen shore unit. That's kind of nifty. Almost making the frozen shore its own faction within the free folk, and I do kind of like that. Beyond that, the figure though, I'm a little, I don't know. There's something about it I don't like. I mean, it's trying too hard or something. I'm gonna lean towards, you know, 3 stars on this one because I just don't like the look of the figure. Again, we're dealing with a character we don't really see, so that's hard to pull off. So I don't know about that at all. Well, let's talk a little bit about Mance Raynor, which is not Mance Raynor. This is Mance disguised as Abel the Bard. One thing I like that he can be like the main Jamie, and you can put him on an enemy, and he can take a wound. I kind of like that, having that ability on the free folk. That's kind of fun. He can also be a non-combat unit. I almost said NPC so much with that. And you know, he has some interesting abilities. I may play him once or twice on that, but I don't see the reason to. I like the able to go to the enemy kind of movement. It's a lot cooler. I do love the card art. I'm gonna probably paint him really close. I like it how it's kind of colorful, which is unlike Mance most of the time, or unlike most of A Song of Ice and Fire most of the time. Even though he's able to bard, it's surprising he didn't come with a commander version. So, yeah, give and take. For him, I'll say 4 stars. He's an interesting piece, at least. Next up, Lady Dolla, who I struggled with when I saw this box set. I was like, who the hell is that? And then I realized I think she's only mentioned once in the book. She's actually the sister of Lady Val. So, she's of course a non-combat unit. She has some interesting powers. I do like it. Her sculpt is really good, though. I really like the sculpt. So, for that alone, I would give this 4.5 stars. This is just a really nice sculpt, and you know, her powers, they're not bad. I've seen better, but I've seen much worse. I think they're pretty cool. And so finally we get to what is arguably the starter set, Jon Snow, and I'm so glad they gave him a different mold, because when they did this with Craster, I got really upset that they did the same mold. But with Jon, he has an NCU version, which is I'm kind of like, he's just okay, and then a attached version, which has some interesting abilities. I do like them. I could see him being an attachment. I just kind of dig having a freefolk version of Jon Snow. Now, one weird thing, I was looking on the art, and is that a bullet belt around his leg? I mean, it kind of took me off guard for a second. I was like, wait, that can't be. So, it's probably not, but I mean, gosh, it looks like one, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like he's coming out of the modern army. So, that's kind of interesting, I think, to say the least. So, this is an excellent sculpt, and I'm so glad they went with a different sculpt on that. That is 4.5 stars right there. That makes me look at the box set. I'll say 4 stars for the box set of the Freefolk Heroes 3. I think another commander would have won it over for me. You know, I don't know. It seems like there's some valuable stuff in here, but it seems like not as much as you usually get out of the hero sets. Which, you know, the reasons I buy the hero sets is for more options, especially commanders. Commanders is my top draw. But cool set nonetheless. I do like it. It does give you some enhancements to your Freefolk army that you probably wouldn't have otherwise. And Freefolk seems to be my concentration now, so I need those. And so having options for Freefolk is always a wonderful thing. So I'm really kind of happy with this set. Well, that's going to wrap it up for Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.